Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast for Monday. Virginia's going to be out. Most of the week she'll be back on Thursday doing her Mardi Gras thing. Maybe we can have Denny's call her up here in a second, see how she's doing. Didn't want to wake her up too early today.
See how Mama's doing.
Yeah, see how she's kicking around. Because I think they've got parades every single day. I think they do a couple weeks out. I think it's really intense, and obviously tomorrow's the big day.
Yeah, they do love to drink.
They do.
And I'm talking about the Syndicate sisters.
Yeah, no, you're right, they do. Yeah, everybody in Louisiana, they seem to really, go for it.
She makes a good point, because sometimes people go, oh, Virginia parties too much, blah, blah, blah. That really is her culture. She did grow up in an area where they partied all the time. Everything was a celebration.
Yeah, it really is. That's the one thing. They always have different kind of booze with everything that's going on, and she's Catholic on top of it. Catholics love to get their drink on.
Which is crazy, because my mom and Ann didn't. When I was a kid, they were so against alcohol, and they were Catholic.
Okay.
And I remember there was wine in our house when I was real little, and clearly something happened, because there was wine in there in 1980, and in 1981, all the wine was gone and alcohol was bad.
Okay, yeah,
So
there was a story.
Something
Something went down.
Oh, yeah.
It'll happen, man. If you drink long enough, you will have a nice collection of bad stories.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it is the devil. Van had sent this in about wine. So I was listening to the ATS from Friday. You love the more expensive tequila, the Clase Azul. And you're wondering if wine was the same. It absolutely is. The more expensive wine also generates a better buzz as well. I drank wine for years, and I started out with the cheap, sweet wines and slowly moved into the drier, more expensive ones. I would suggest the Francis Coppola Pinot Noir, Kendall Jackson Chardonnay, if you like that, for some it's an acquired taste, and the Robert Mondavi Private Selection Bourbon Barrel Cabernet. Most of the private selection is great. All of those are still pretty inexpensive at about $15, but the quality is a noticeable improvement. I have only had the opportunity to drink the even more expensive wines a couple of times, but they have always been delicious.
Do you have an alcohol that gives you a nicest buzz ever? Because certain, even certain pain pills will react differently to you. Does the same thing happen to you with a?
I think it's more of how much rather than an alcohol itself. And there are ones that, I for a long time now, I've pretty much stuck with the clearer alcohols. I was, the vodka or the nicer tequila with stuff that I do. But again, it's really about how much you drink. My problem always is when you're in one of those environments where it's day after day and somebody's like, oh, here, have a beer. And you're like, okay. And it just kind of catches up with you. And then all of a sudden I get hammered a lot faster than I ever used to. I don't know what it is. Like I could have, 2 wines, 3 beers in a whole day, and I'm hammered.
I can feel it pretty quick.
Yeah,
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and so that's really my issue. But yeah, there is something to it. I think when you get the more expensive stuff, it's good to have less, drink better. Because I think your body just likes it better and it burns off better.
I'll tell you where that does not make any sense and it does not translate. Expensive pizza does not equal better pizza.
Really?
There's some really expensive as fuck pizza that is shit-ass pizza. I apologize for my language. I get a little passionate.
That's okay. Let that passion fly.
Yeah, there's this one. I would love to dox them, but I won't. They sell a $25 pizza. And it
$25.
Yeah,
wow.
And it's shit ass. It's not.
Is it?
It's not $25 worth, and it's fancy. And it's fancy. No.
Yeah, there are some people who do try to trick you. They put a crazy price on it, thinking you're not going to notice, and you're not going, what? This is 3 times the cost it should be.
I heard there's some restaurants that'll buy a bunch of shit from Walmart, open it up and use that. So even something like a spaghetti dish.
Yeah.
They'll cut it out of a bag, and it's a Walmart produced, or it's a whatever.
I wouldn't be stunned.
No.
I wouldn't be stunned by that. Yeah, you would hope that somebody would call them on it pretty quick and be like, no.
Well, if you go
And
to
they
a
go out of
restaurant,
business.
you're assuming they're making their own shit. If I go to any restaurant, I want them to create it.
Yeah.
Their own food.
Right, it should be. Yeah, I mean, you should have to work for it. This is what you do, right? Otherwise, I'll just go to Walmart and pick up a frozen meal and take it home and heat it up. Save myself an assload of money. Got more emails about that Kellogg story. If I didn't get a chance to watch that over the weekend, I was checking out other stuff. But the story of the guy that made the cornflakes. Yeah.
Hated masturbating.
Yeah. That's why he created it. Bland food makes you not want to tug it. He said, there's a good 2-part series on Hulu called The Food That Built America. The first season of 2 episodes covers Dr. Kellogg and the battle with Post cereal. Very interesting to check out.
You would think bland foods would make you want to tug it more.
Because you need to have some kind of enjoyment in life,
Exactly.
right?
You're like, oh my gosh, this food tastes. I got to at least touch my pud.
Yeah. I'm not getting the enjoyment there. We all need some kind of enjoyment in life. Got to come from somewhere. Got an email from Chili. Remember her and Danny and Jody, the motorcycle guy and his wife?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do and I don't.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I talked to them after in Lake Park at that Rust Market a couple weeks after.
The Enforcers had their Winter National event. They went up to Daytona for that. They saw the Buc-ee's and got so excited. The place is insane. Lives up to the hype. Thanks for turning us on to it.
Everyone is saying that.
Yeah.
They're saying Buc-ee's is king shit of Fuck Mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was talking to somebody the other day that had on a Buc-ee shirt that came in here, and they said the brisket.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was our radio friend Art, and
Mm-hmm.
he said he's another one. Lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
I guess it's got a big grocery area. It's got a sandwich shop, and that's what I really miss about the Publix Greenwise. I'd always go there at least 3 times a week and get my grilled cheese and my French fries, and they had this big fucking food bar.
Oh, yeah.
It's all gone.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see when they finally start putting the Buc-ee's in South Florida. The only thing about it is that they just need so much land. So I think wherever they're going to go, it's going to have to be out west somewhere to try to do it. That might be the big issue.
Buc-ee's, it's massive from what I hear.
Mm-hmm. Got the Raging Cajun on here. Virginia.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, just waking up.
Yeah, okay.
Day 3.
Yeah. I figure you probably need a little time to sleep, so.
Did you party last night with Sister?
Yes, we raged.
Oh, you did?
I
You
called it.
raged,
I
yeah.
knew it.
What did you do last night?
So we drank from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Solid, okay.
And then we came home and we made flaming drinks.
Oh, my. So you wait for the most dangerous beverages after you've been drinking for 12 hours?
Exactly.
She's a witch. She loves to be around fire.
Safety first, Kevin.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so you, where all did you go yesterday? We just, did you go to Bourbon Street?
Oh no, so on Saturday and Sunday we stay uptown and we catch all the parades right by my sister's house.
Okay.
But it's like literally from 10 a.m. to like 9 p.m. we're on the parade route
Okay.
all day. It's like a big tailgate.
So then how do you get your beverages out there? Like, what do you take with you? Do you wheel a cooler out there?
Oh yeah, we wheel a cooler, we wheel ladders, we wheel tables, we wheel chairs. We set up a base camp with a tarp on the ground, and we are out there like all day. You bring all your food, you bring all your beer. Damn, I almost drank all my beer yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
I have a 2-part question for you, Virginia.
Yes, sir.
Did you get any free beads yesterday, and did you have to show off them titties to get them?
I did not show them off, but I did get a ton of beads. I just flash my beautiful smile, and they love it.
Gosh, New Orleans is so lucky.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
That's it. Just walking around smiling at everybody, huh?
Smiling and drinking. That's all I did.
Yeah. That's what a good buzz will do for you. Got to see people were wanting us to bring up the video that Magnolia did. I saw that was kind of like a little TikTok trend. I wasn't raised by a Karen. I was raised by a Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah, I was doing really well.
Good. Yeah, I've been asking her to make that for about 3 weeks now. The trend's almost over, and she finally did it, but typical teen, she complained the whole time. It took her like 2 hours, but...
Mom, I don't want to make your lame-ass TikTok video, you old fuck.
That's kind of how it went.
That's why, yeah, people said check that out. That's on, I believe, KVJ's TikTok if you want to go see that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have a buzz right now, V?
No, I'm good now, but I'm about to go get some lunch in the French Quarter, and we're going to tie it back on.
Okay. All right. Going back after it, huh?
What's your first drink you get today? What do you go with, a beer?
I think I'm going to do probably champagne with a splash of grapefruit. I'm trying to be healthy. I'm going to add fruit.
Oh, that's so smart. Yeah.
Yeah, it's practically a salad at that point.
Hey, thanks for pouring me that tequila on Friday. It did not at all set off a chain of events that... Fuck.
Yeah. Apparently, Bird kept it going over the weekend.
Oh, no. Did you keep it going on Friday? I know you kept Panda. Did Panda come over there?
He did, yeah. We were Twigs from the snack back came over. Yeah, we had a good time. Panda was getting a little loose.
Yeah, Panda told me he drank a little bit on Friday. And then he stayed up till like 3 a.m. talking to his other friends. I'm like, are you trying to be me?
Wow, okay.
Yeah, he went over to his other friend's house and stayed up till 3 a.m. and was drinking. I'm like, what? Who are you?
Dang, all right, yeah, how about that? So it's like you guys are having a rage off. You're doing yours in New Orleans and...
Yeah, I never imagined I would go out of town and Panda would turn into a party animal, but I think that's what's going on.
Well, that's kind of crazy, just waiting for you to, I guess he didn't feel like he could compete with you, but when left to his own.
Yeah, we are. He's coming over today. We're doing, it's Malibu Monday. We're just doing nothing but Malibu rum.
That stuff tastes like suntan lotion.
It's pretty rough.
It tastes like suntan lotion and mistakes from spring break.
It does. It creates a feeling when I smell that.
That's a tough way to go.
It reminds me of my youth.
So what is the plan then for tomorrow? What is your actual Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday going to look like?
So I like going to the French Quarter early before all the lunatics. I like the costumes. And so if you get down there early, like the drag queens show up and they are decked out and you can really appreciate the costumes. I'll go up and down Royal Street. I'll do Bourbon Street and then I'll do Frenchman Street. And I'm usually done by about 1 p.m. for the day. And then that's it. Mardi Gras is over.
Oh, really? So you shut it down that early and then what do you do? Do you sleep or do you pack or what do you do?
I usually just come home and chill because we've been going and going and going and going. On Mardi Gras Day, the later it gets in the day, the more it's like tourists and rookies, and that's when the bad stuff happens. When you hear about people getting shot in the French Quarter, it's usually later in the day.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm out of there long before then.
Okay.
All this talk about French stuff. I think I want to get some croissants today and make some awesome croissant grilled cheeses.
Ooh, okay.
And butter
Yeah.
the fuck out of these things. So
You
much
should
butter.
make honey butter. Make like a honey butter and then grill it and sear it inside out. Cut the croissant and do it inside out. Seared honey butter. That'd be so good.
Oh, I need it. Oh, I want it.
Oh, yeah. You got Bird going, Virginia.
Yeah, I'm doing it in honor of you.
Yeah.
Well, I saw your little Juicy Daddy music video.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah, your dad's getting it.
I'll let my dad know that he got the witch slightly wet.
It's like a Cajun swamp down there.
All right. That's too far, Sylvie. It's too far.
A Cajun swamp.
That's not hot, man.
You make sure you say it just like that to the Juicy Daddy.
Okay. I want to take your snake to the Cajun swamp.
Something tells me you're going to be getting something. If you say the Cajun swamp, it sounds like you're going to get your dick bit off.
Does that thing
You'd be
have
lucky
teeth?
if that's all that happens.
All right. Well, have fun. We'll keep an eye on social media for all your photos. I see right now you can go to the KVJ Show Facebook page, and you got photos of Virginia on there raging a bit, you and your sister dancing it up and having a good time.
Yeah, I just put up a little photo dump on Facebook. I'm going to put another one up on Instagram, and just.
Can you not say photo dump? That sounds like something else.
Oh, a photo dump at the Cajun swamp.
I said, Beignet took a good photo dump.
The Cajun swamp and a photo dump. I'm not feeling that, dog.
That's right. Yeah. Sounds
Sorry.
gnarly. That's all right. Okay, well, have fun, and then why don't you just call us sometime tomorrow? We'll put you on when you're up and ready to go.
Perfect. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, there you go.
She's living her best life. You can't say she's not.
No, she's not. I'm like, gosh, man, like, it's, 3 days raging?
And she really, I know it seems like it's a joke because we've said it for so many years.
Yeah.
She really does not fucking stop like the Terminator.
No, I know.
I have partied with Virginia so much in my life. She will keep it going until the fucking daylight.
Oh, I know. I don't know how she does it.
She can do it all the time.
Yeah. She can party as much in 3 days as I could in an entire month or maybe year.
Yeah.
It's amazing. There's something driving that engine. It's insane.
I am with you.
Yeah. Impressive stuff. All right, let me see. We got Jackie in Las Vegas. She wants to be added to the map. She said she was looking for it. I'll check with Suits, make sure that's still up on kvjshow.com. She wants to be added to it. And she said, I also want to report that the Panhandling violin singing families are in Vegas, too. I see them around multiple Targets and grocery stores. Definite tactic.
You wonder with those violin people, is there a CEO or a headquarters where they all get a newsletter and they go, all right, guys, this is the protocol on how we do this. If someone comes up to you, you say this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
it seems as if it's a community.
It is insane. Yeah, how they all seem to do the exact same thing, and it's all over we've had listeners all over the country saying, they do that here too.
I've told you about that, the stuff me and Denny's watch. We watch a lot of those people that will catch predators, and they'll set them up, they'll do a sting, and there's so many of these people out, but they all follow the same verbiage and playbook. They all say the same thing, so it makes me think, is there a playbook or community that they're all looking at?
Yeah.
Where they get into like a forum of sorts.
People were saying that a lot of them look like they're about the same nationality. I can't remember which one that was, but they were saying, so maybe that's something where, I don't know, it's just, hey, it's just known that if you're going to go to America, here's a way to, make some money and for a while. I don't know.
The woman I was filming, she was definitely fake.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and I've noticed that too. They're playing along to something. They did play a little bit, but it wasn't good. And
it's got a distinct sound too. It sounds as if you're walking through a mall, and Christmas music. When they'll take a popular song,
right? And they play, then they play along to it. Yeah, I think when we started noticing that too. Jackie had also said there's a #1 cereal bar in the world.
Ooh, I'm listening.
It's equipped with over 100 cereals from around the world, both dairy and non-dairy milk. Multiple toppings. They have a cereal challenge. We gave you 60 minutes to consume one bowl of 130 plus cereals. You do not have to finish the gallon of milk. Finish in time and your meal is on us. Plus, you'll get a free t-shirt, $50 gift card, and your picture on our cereal wall of fame.
Is that our Fat Tuesday bit?
Give you 60 minutes to consume one bowl of 130 plus cereals. So I guess it's not 130 plus boxes.
No, it's
That'd
a
be
little bit of this,
insane.
a little bit of that.
Okay, yeah. So there's a photo if you're watching KVJ TV. The guy.
I would love that.
That is a pretty solid. Looks like I don't know what, probably like a 4 or 5 gallon type of bowl.
Was a Fat Kevin into mixing cereals together?
I don't know that I necessarily got to mix them because, my mom never got the sugary ones, really. Every now and then, I get blessed with some peanut butter Captain Crunch or something like that, but it wasn't like I had a whole array of sugary cereals to choose from. They would do a lot of the healthier, the ones you didn't care about.
Captain Crunch got a new one out right now. It's like chocolate and caramel.
Oh, really?
Like a caramel drizzle. And
Gosh, that would be amazing.
I didn't like it.
Really?
The caramel flavoring fucked it up.
Why?
It
had taste chemically?
It had a
that
weird aftertaste.
slimy, chemically taste?
It was a BI. It was a bully ingredient. It took everything away. It took the essence of Captain Crunch away.
Okay.
I was pretty pissed.
All right. I guess I could see that. Jennifer, it said here, she said, I was watching some old video clips from years past. I just watched one where you had sales guy Steve come into the studio and you asked him 5 questions about the members of the KVJ show. And for every question he got right, he got 10 seconds to plug one of his clients. For every question he got wrong, Jason got to spank him. Oh, boy.
What the? This is clearly before 2018.
These are one of these bits that we used to do that, oh, man, KVJ could have been canceled many a times.
I'm spanking the sales guy's ass.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. All the stuff we used to do that we just can't anymore.
He did know what he was getting himself into. It's not like we're just smacking his ass.
I remember he was a fun-loving guy with it, and he was all into it, but still.
That bit people always want to know why we don't bring that bit back. It takes a certain personality to be able to pull that bit off.
Yeah, and in our corporate, we have attorneys now, they just wouldn't want it because they're like going, you can't, that doesn't work in a court of law if you're going, I thought he was cool, or he said he was cool. Because you do that, and then they can turn around, and let's say that they get fired or something like that happens in the company that they don't like. All of a sudden, guess what story comes back?
That's why we do this stuff to ourselves, because...
Yeah. We're not going to sue each other.
No.
But
although if the witch doesn't want your ass,
that was that unfortunate thing. And then I think, too, like sometimes it would make it look like the salespeople really didn't know the show.
Well, it did. There would be times like, who's Aunt Ann? Kevin's dog. What?
And then they would get in trouble because they're like going, you don't even know the show you're trying to sell. And it got like not fun, uncomfortable.
They should know the show.
I agree. Yeah, but I think that was another reason where it caused some
uncomfortable.
You realize they got a massive trouble, and like.
Yeah, well, even we used to do fun, crazy stunts with the Nation, and even now doing any kind of crazy, stunty kind of a thing.
Yeah,
it'd probably get shut down.
Yeah, you can't do anything that could bring any kind of harm. Like you used to do. Bits where you'd have listeners eating something or consuming something. And, ever since you had that, there's a radio show that did a bit where they're trying to hold your pee for a wee, and the girl got some kind of, it threw off her electrolytes and she died.
Yeah.
And that like ruined a station and ended a guy's career.
What about a bit that we did? There was one where I was doing shots and I was giving a woman a haircut. Could we do something like that? Because that shit's funny, man. She did it for tickets.
Yeah, you might. I think you probably have to be careful to have safety scissors and all that stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you'd have to do. And anymore, they want everything approved by legal, where you have to send these ideas to legal first, and then they don't approve anything.
Well, what about the one where I was chained to 5 women, women listeners,
right?
That were brought over to my house or my apartment,
right?
They stayed with me for 3 days.
Yeah, I don't think that would. I don't know that wouldn't get approved, because you could have somebody claiming that they. While sleeping, something
weird
happened
could
to
have
them.
Happened. You're chained to people you don't know.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Yeah. So that's typically what it is anymore if you want to do anything. And you can always do that whole, I'll just ask for permission or ask for forgiveness. And it's all good. But, sometimes, what happened was they started firing some big shows because they're like, the lawsuits are not worth.
I always tell people that you have to love us. You have to love us for our personalities, because some of the stunts we just can't do anymore.
Yeah, It's a different era.
It is, because they don't care about us. They're going to sue Hubbard, our radio place, that has the money. These YouTubers, they get away with a lot in the beginning. And then when they start getting a lot of money or clout, they have to start faking their stunts because they're going to get sued for the money they've earned.
And I think you're going to start seeing a lot of that starting to get tight because it's still kind of a new thing that's out there. And now people are realizing that, hey, you can sue these people for this stuff.
Big time, especially if they're, you follow the cash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let me say, she said, yeah, you should think about that, bringing that back. Yeah, I mean, we'll look at it. We can't be spanking any salespeople anymore, but, maybe it might be something to look at. Shannon shared this meme. Remember when you would call the radio station and they played your request and dedications on air?
Loved it. Loved it so much as a kid.
Yeah. One of the first things that I learned, though, when I got in radio, this is, in the 93, it was way back in the day, was they really didn't play your request. That song was coming up anyway, and they would record your voice, and then they would just play it when that song came up on their list, and it would sound like an instant request, because I remember so often, even I think in early college, I requested a song, and I was sitting there for like 90 minutes or two. I'm like, I know this is a small-ass little town. They can't have that many requests.
It might have changed because I remember there was a station here locally. I just really got into Billy Joel, but Allentown was made in 1982, and I was calling the radio station in 1988. So I called them. I wanted to really hear Allentown so bad, and sure as shit, they played it within 20 minutes for me because I remember getting down and recording it on my boombox.
Okay.
That's how fucking old that is.
Yeah, I think some places did, and it started to phase out in the 80s. And then it was just, so maybe either you got lucky and it just was coming up.
Well, you hear some of the old dogs back in the day, the old DJs talking how they had complete power of what they got to play. The DJs were respected because they would break an artist.
Well, that's what was unique, was they were coming in with their own musical taste. And so you would like a DJ based on, oh man, I love what Jaybird plays.
He played the B-side of that fucking Billy Joel song that broke.
He plays my kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, when the radio stations took back the control and the power, now you just have DJs stepping in with every song laid out for them. So it's rare that you find anything else different.
Old school, I love old school weird late night radio when just some weird guy or woman talking to the fucking weirdos of the night. Yeah. It's always about weird shit. I love that kind of radio.
It used to be interesting to see some of the overnight guys because they were all dudes that were really weird, and they would have... You would walk in and there would be like some young girl there, and you're like, whoa, what's going on here, man? Or they would be talking to a young girl all night on the phone, and it was just...
I told you about the one guy we worked with, and he gave me weird vibes, and he didn't know me. He never met my sister. And this was a guy that was on the air, and the whole night he kept on really hounding me about introducing him to my sister. And I thought that was so odd. I'm like, dude, you don't even know what she looks like. What the fuck? And then as I'm leaving, he's like, hey, man, seriously, hook me up with your sister.
Yeah, they were horn dogs.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah,
Put it back in your
had the
pants.
pervious guys doing overnights on radio. You really did.
And that same dude got busted for watching porn at work.
Okay, sounds about right. I saw this list from Louder Sound Magazine, best rock music videos of all time, going back to that era. They put Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer at number 1. Guns N' Roses' November Rain at 2.
I just read something that Slash almost got seriously hurt for the filming of that video where he thought he was going to die.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure what happened, but something was going on with the production.
Well, I think they're playing with the rain, so it might have been where he... Because I saw Dave Grohl was telling a story about how he had jumped into a pool and jumped up on stage and hit his pedal and almost like he was getting electrocuted.
Yeah.
They had to knock him off of it. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen is 3. ZZ Top's Give Me All Your Lovin'. Twisted Sister, We're Not Gonna Take It was number 5.
It's a good video. We're not gonna take it. What do you want to do with your life?
Yep. In fact, I saw Dee Snider trying to get some more radio play, said that he is giving the Ukraine permission to use that song against Russia.
He'll get some spins.
He probably will.
He'll get some spins.
Seems like those Eastern Bloc nations love the old hard rock.
It's good
hair
shit.
Bands.
It's good.
Yeah, they do. Smells Like Teen Spirit was up there. Foo Fighters Learning to Fly. Hot for Teacher. Metallica's One, and Buddy Holly by Weezer. Remember that video?
I do. The video I always loved, and I don't know. A lot of people used to make fun of me. I loved Rush Rush by Paula Abdul. With
Okay.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu
is in
Reeves,
it.
yeah, young
And they
Keanu.
do a whole little story in there. They tell a
Yeah.
story. I always loved that video.
Yeah. Sabotage by Beastie Boys made their list at number 12, and then Dire Straits' Money for Nothing. That was a big video when it came out.
And MTV. A lot of these videos you're talking about remind me when MTV was.
Well, we would talk about that. I know they still do music videos, but I don't hear the same kind of conversations. Like, I don't hear my son ever talking about videos, or even my daughter who's in that.
Everyone
so.
just releases them to YouTube now.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't sound like, and maybe they do, but I've just
You're
never
right, but-
overheard a conversation with any of my kids talking to their friends about this video.
You're right.
And we used to do that.
Videos seem to have, I don't want to say lost its shine, but it just seems
It was a big deal.
It lost the hype machine behind it. It seems
Right.
like.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like the same thing. So there you go. All right. Well, thank you for all the emails. You can always send them to us. Mail at kvjshow.com. Big thanks to our sponsor, Atoll Vodka. I'm sure Virginia is consuming lots of that.
Get it, girl.
Yeah. And Mardi Gras should be back with us on Thursday, and she'll be on the show with us a little bit tomorrow. So we'll talk to her then. Y'all have a great one. Later.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.